We here. Same little business spiel, same little afro. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this shit free. It's free, y'all. Look, this one I'm gonna tell you for free. Did you know that starting a business is free? Nah, I'm gonna let that settle in. I'm gonna let it settle in right now. Starting a business is free. Here's the free sauce. Starting a business is free. I'm gonna let y'all be like, how the hell is it free? Go ahead. I'm waiting for the first person to be like, how's that free? Starting a business is free. Water is not free. Did y'all know that? Water ain't free no more. Did y'all know air ain't free no more? That's crazy, ain't it? Starting a business is free. Y'all wanna know how starting a business is free? This is what I'm gonna tell y'all. I just gave my dog some water for free. You wanna know how you can sit here and get a business for free? To pay for your water, this is what you gotta do. Now, I know you guys probably sitting up here like, well, I wanna work for myself. Now, I'm gonna give you the reason why now you wanna work for yourself. It's payday, right? You've been sitting here plotting on your 2 weeks or your 1 week. You be like, yeah, my money about to come in, by pay my bills or whatever. Um, and pretty much y'all waiting. You know what I mean? Waiting to pay y'all bills. Y'all sit here talking about you done went in, spent so many hours at a business. Not your business, somebody else's business. You know, the wages that you took, you know what I mean? You sitting there like, yeah, maybe this will do whatever I need to do. Maybe it won't. You got to figure it out once you get paid, right? Now, payday. Now you just sitting here like in a rut, like, man, I don't even want this job no more. This ain't gonna do nothing. Or now you just got finally alarmed the fact that maybe, you know what I mean? You got light bill, water bill, you got your rent due, your mortgage due, your car note due, you got a car payment or some repair for a vehicle. That's, you know what I mean, not really due, but it's you need your car repaired, right? Now, this is what I'm gonna tell you on some realness, right? Businesses are free. Now, in order for you to start your own business, you need an EIN number. That's an employer identification number. Now, what that does is it's a registered number throughout the state or the government program, the IRS, saying, hey, this person is a validated or registered business. And, you know, they're responsible for what, keeping their paperwork up, you know, their business accounts, stuff like that. But you didn't make it that far. You talking about you need to quit your job or you need more income. This is how you get you more income. Go ahead and I need you to go to your IRS website, the IRS.com, .net, whatever it comes up, .gov. Go on there. Read everything that's on the screen. Go look at the options that you want to go through. Just look around the site if you want to. But what your main objective is at this moment is to get an EIN number. Go apply for an EIN number. And then it, like I said, it's free. All you're doing is answering a couple questions about whatever you plan on doing, the business you want, whether it be cooking, you a contractor, sole proprietor, whatever the case is. Just answer them questions. Now, once you answer them questions, now they're gonna be like, boom, here's your EIN number. Your EIN numbers are the same amount of numbers, just like your social security number. Now that you got that little bit of business under your belt and that information, now, did you know you could use an EIN number as a social security number? Did you know you can go get water and lights under that EIN number? Now, that's how you gonna get that water and them lights damn near free. But what you need to do is you need to have income to keep that freeness rolling. Now I know it sounds stupid, but you just got a business for free. Now, with you even hearing this business stuff being for free, you should already have people calling you right now. Whatever you're trying to do, get your EIN number. Like, hey, I got this service running. It's me doing this. Boom. Mess with me. Tap in. Shop with me type thing, right? So now that you got your clients lined up, we're gonna call them clients right now. We ain't gonna call them customers. We're gonna call them clients and special people over here. You're gonna deal with special people. You're gonna deal with people that's interested in your business, your line of work that you're trying to do. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna grind that out. Now, what you're gonna do is, now I know you might have perfected it, you might be still trying to get your crap together, you might still be trying to figure out what you want to do. But until time, you need to figure it out. And then while you're on that journey, collect these little dollars and then get your business running. You can even put the money that you just got from this job, this 9 to 5 or this 5 to 6 or whatever you got going on. Go ahead and put some of that money into your business. You might have to get a DBA throughout the city. The DBA, or doing business as, that's your business name. Business name is like $10 to $16. You know what I'm saying? So now you got that rolling. Go ahead, name it whatever you're gonna name it. Make sure that name isn't taken by another business. That was the problem that I had with not really my business, but I had that going with a transportation business that I was trying to do a while back. I went ahead and named it Atomic Taxi. And I found out later that a business out in like Cleveland had been using the same name, but they didn't have no pull for real, for real. But me myself trying to avoid the fact of seeing what and how much pull they had, I went the other way and just discontinued the name and just went ahead and put like, you know what I mean, Rella's Ride type thing. I did that for like maybe a year. I did it to a year until it got, I guess, unsafe for my employees or the people that took part of that business at that time. And what I meant by safe, I felt like it wasn't safe for them because in the transportation business, it's a hit and miss type thing. Now it's like apps like Chime and PayPal, Cash App. You could already organize what's going on with the business or whatever somebody's doing or whatever it's going to try to say with that. So, you know what I mean? Make sure you can, you know, make sure your money's up front if you're going to do anything before it's more organized that way. So if you're going to have people like saying like, oh, I hit you with the payment half here, half now, or I'm gonna wait till you get done, you should never do business like that. Now you're half on, half off. That's cool depending on the people, but you should never worry about it because your prices. But when it's coming down to it, you know, like I said, it's more organized now. So I might go back into transportation. I don't know, but right now I own the landscape and the snow removal business. You know what I mean? I got my EIN number. I got my doing business as, you know, and I'm loving that because it gives me the freedom to randomly go knock or pull up, drop flyers wherever I want to, leave my number wherever I want to, and that's my revenue. Now, what I'm gonna tell you is the math with that is now, since you got that business, your phone number is a guaranteed amount every time. Whatever your rate is, times that through your basic rate, right? Every time you give your number out, let's say your rate of service is like $10. Every time you give out your number, that's $10. And that's just your basic starting fee. So if you got out and just sit here and say, oh, well, you know, I handed out my number 10 times. There you go. You got about 100 and some plus tax going on. So, you know, that's your next year's business fee for your DBA. DBA, that might be, depending on your state, your city, it might be $40 to $75. If you one of them type people, you can upgrade it. You went and got you a building, you leased the building for like 1,000. And you got your lights on over there, whatever you use your EIN number for. You got your lights and your water on. That's your starting point. Now, when you get over there, gotta make sure them lights on. Like I said, you gotta hand that number out. And then you gotta keep good standing. Good standing is everywhere. Like good standing could be with your customers, it could be with the city, it could be with your state, it could be with any representatives that you've done business or contacted with. You know what I mean? Having contracts through businesses like, hey, I'll come through every week and cut your grass or do whatever for however your prices is. You know what I'm talking about? That's how you gonna keep that lot and that lease and stuff good. Them powers and water on. Now, to a lot of people, they gonna be like, well, I don't have good credit. I need credit to do this. That EIN number forms its own credit. It's a different social security number, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, with this little bit of free information, you need to go do that. It's I or EIN number in a DBA. That EIN number, you go to irs.net or .com or .gov and you figure that out. That's your first step. Your first step is realizing that you hate your job. Now, it could be that not that you hate the people at your job, it could just be the job itself. How many times have you realized when you go home from a job, not only are you tired, you're stressed out, you'd have neglected your time from either your dog, your cats, your kids, your girl, or to the women, their men, their kids, they mother, whoever that they got at their house, they're missing time because of that job you're stressed out about. Now you could look at it like, oh well, I'm not stressed out like that because my job. You're lying. Anybody that has a job, you stressed out automatically. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to anybody around you. You can say that job good. You can say it pays good. You can say the benefits are right. But in reality, what's your benefits? Your benefits are health insurance, eye care, dental. They give you what? A chance to get life insurance just in case, because some of these companies, they have hazards. You know what I mean? That's where it comes in at. That's where the stress comes in. You know what I mean? A lot of stress becomes hazard wise. It contributes to the hazard of the workplace. So gather that peace of mind. You understand what I'm saying? I want you to gather that peace of mind in the fact that you are in tune with the fact that you don't like your job, or you don't like it for other people, or you don't like working for other people. And it's not a you think or them thing. It's more or less that you want to do better for yourself or better things with your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to sit at a business that's not theirs, have restrictions, and then sit here and tell the next person that they're not stressed out about their job? Any place that you ever been at that has restrictions, how bad does your stress level raise? You know what I'm saying? Like, when have you ever went somewhere and just like, oh, I got a time limit, or, you know, like even the time limit stuff, the bill cycle that you have for yourself kicks in. You think about that. So that becomes one of the work hazards. But this is what I'm gonna tell you. Now, get it in your mind right now about what you want to do with your future. You know how people sit here and be like, oh man, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? I don't want to see myself as somebody else's business still after 5 years. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with another person's business, or how do I say it? There's nothing wrong with being employed by other people. There's nothing wrong with that. So don't get me wrong when I say this. I'm not knocking working. I'm not saying, oh, I'm lazy, I don't want to do anything, because if I was lazy, I wouldn't be talking about working or getting my own business. Businesses don't work for themselves, or they don't move themselves. You have to put in footwork. You got to sit here, make phone calls, you know. There are going to be responsibilities that you have, you know what I mean, not only to that business, but to yourself. That responsibility is for you to get yourself from working another business. So, you know, and then even the motivation for it is, like I said, your free time, the time that you get with your family, or things that you like to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would definitely love to go take a vacation and take weeks off and like all my money's in the bank and I go do whatever right now. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, I gotta be in at 6 o'clock in the morning. I know I just went out with gang them and they had me all night driving around and ain't got gas in the morning to get to work. That's another problem. You now you can pay your bills. You worry about if you got gas money to make it to work for the next week or the next 2 weeks now. Or you worried about your car breaking down. You worried about repairs. You worried about, you know what I mean? Oh, I ain't ate today. My food, I need food for the week or whatever the case is. Now you in a different ball game now. Now you're starting to kick bill cycles, necessities, needs one around. You thinking about, man, should I pay this first? How short am I on this bill? Um, oh, they jipped me out of hours, they clocked me out, or I got rolled up, I missed a day or two. You don't do that with your own business. You don't miss a day with your own business. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's no way that a person can tell you, oh, there's no work for you with your own business. So, you know, with that being said, it's just more or less one of them things where, like I said, you just gotta get out there. You gotta figure out what you want to do, figure out what your guidelines is, whether if you need a building or whatever. You know, and you know, it personally, it's one of the things like, how do I say it? Like, you just need to rely on yourself. That's pretty much the goal. You relying on yourself about what you need and what you want. You don't sit here and go your whole life talking about, I hope a job hires me and I hope they give me enough where I can do what I need to do. Because reality, business don't give a fuck about your bills being paid. They care about their income and about their stock. They worry about they whatever, you know what I mean? They worried about they stuff. They ain't worried about you. You know what I mean? They don't worry about your sick days. They don't care about if your mama done died. They don't give a fuck for your kids, loony. They don't care. They don't give a damn. I'll be real with you. Your finger could fall off. They gonna tell you to get some tape that bitch back on and pop up and pop out. You understand me? Like, the first few minutes of them knowing you, they gonna act like everything cool and they love you and shit like that. Cause that's what they supposed to do, to get you in there, to keep you motivated to get their money. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care. They looking at you like, shit, you just an employee. Like, whatever that they got going on, they still gonna look at it like they money gonna hit anyways. People still gonna hit their business. They still gonna hit their doors. Sure enough, they gonna have some managers, supervisors know how to do the job, just to keep the business going. Once they don't need you, or they feel like something wrong, you gone. So that's where it's at. Where I say you need to get your own business, because your your business your business ethic, your work ethic, it ain't gonna be up to par all the time. You gonna go through life issues. Like I said, somebody gonna get sick. You gonna get sick. Something gonna happen to some. You gonna have to get your car repaired or something. They not gonna give a fuck how you get to work. They gonna ask you, are you able to get to work? They're not gonna be like, hey, did your car get fixed, or take time to get your car get fixed? Did you have enough money for your check to get your car fixed? They not gonna care about that. They don't care. So, you know what I mean? Like, if anybody says I'm being negative about saying that to you, they're wrong. You know what I mean? They might be right, but they're wrong. They're not gonna tell you that at the end of the day. Like I said, businesses that aren't yours or have any ties to you, you know, you're at this point now. You're gonna realize You know what I mean? Everything that you do costs. There's gonna be certain points to where, yeah, you gonna be like, oh yeah, they gave me this first check. You know what I mean? That's how they get you to a lot of times. You might get that first check. The first check gonna be all right because it's gonna be money. They gonna like, oh yeah, you got your check. You gonna be feeling good because you got paid. You ain't gonna be feeling good because it was enough. You just worried about the income at that point. But then when it comes down to it, when the bill cycle hits, when the wants and needs pop off, that's when it boils down to everything. Hey bro, look, you gotta go in the house. If you ain't gonna use the bathroom, bro, you gonna have to go back in the house. I don't wanna stand outside in front of my house, G. So go use the bathroom. Look, he trying to scramble right now. He up here trying to get his bucks in. He trying to do his own thing right now. Why he trying to do his own thing, man? Why you doing your own thing, G? Get back down there, go use the bathroom, man. Watch out, man. Watch out, man. Get up out of there. Like right now, I'm neglecting my grass. Like I cut grass for a living, and I'm not cutting my own grass because I gotta go work for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? This dog literally out here pulling weeds. Look at him. This motherfucker out here trying to pull weeds. Hey man. Uh oh, he up here using the bathroom. My bad, y'all. Hey man, stop pulling weeds though. Out here pulling weeds. Look at him. They waving at me and shit. I don't even know them. Hurry up, man. You got people waving at me and stuff, man. Hey, we gotta go. Hey. Hey, you. Hey, you. Hey, you. Hey, you. Come here. But no, like straight up on some real stuff though. Like at the end of the day, bro, come up out of here. We ain't doing this today. Come on. So like I said, like even this, right? Like this dog wants to be outside all day. I don't have time for it to be outside all day. I have the few hours while I'm out of work, but then it's like after that, it's like, hey babes, I gotta leave you at the house because I gotta go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like that personally myself, just because I'm an animal owner, a dog owner, or I have dogs, I just don't like the fact that I have to spend so much time away from my house. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of my things. That I have a kid, a whole woman in my house, and I have other shit to do. But to take time out for another business and then not to make the wages that you want, it's like, So what you mean to tell me is, right? People tell you automatically money does not make you happy. It does not bring you happiness, right? But it makes it to where you don't have to struggle. You know what I mean? Like it makes it to where you can feed your family, you can pay your bills, you can go enjoy stuff that you like to do, you know, buy the little car that you want, the little beater, whatever it is, might not be a beater. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they get beaters and they be like, man, that's the ride for real. Like I'm still calling every piece of junk in my driveway a Lamborghini for real. Like I want a Lamborghini, a real one. But in order for me to get that, I need to get my feet on the ground. I have no problem with that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like more or less like Now, while this motherfucker up here playing in the comment box, right? I hope, I hope in reality that they sub. If they not, they gonna get blocked. That's another thing. Right now, this is a business. Be honest with y'all. Whether if I say it's free, whether if I sit here and be like, hey, I got this free information for you. Understand this. While I'm sitting there exercising and telling y'all this, giving y'all to go ahead and this, that, and the third for whatever, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's me letting y'all know what I'm about to exercise myself and what I'm about to go do. So best believe the same stuff I'm telling y'all is the same stuff I'm doing. But I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Like at the end of the day, um, yes, everybody's trying to do something with their lives. I hope. And if it takes to the point where somebody has to tell you, I hope it'd be for free. I hope somebody turn around and like, oh yeah, man, all you gotta do is this. I hope nobody sits there and just tell you like, oh, you can't own no business. You gotta go to school and get a business degree and you gotta have all this money and you gotta have people backing you. I learned in reality through me doing YouTube and doing the stuff that I did. The only person that needs to back you is yourself. In reality, if you're gonna go through and be like, I need investors, that's totally up to you. You know what I mean? But back yourself. I done made movies, I done made webisodes with no budget. And when I say no budget means there wasn't a budget given in the first place. I did what I did with the necessities or the resources that I had. The people that's around me that support me, hey, they might be around, they might lend help. You know what I mean? The help could be free. You know what I mean? It could be some, hey, I just want to stand around and, you know what I mean, check and see if it's all right or pop out with you type thing. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Being sick of your job is the first step of realizing that you need to work for yourself or do something else. And you know, I want to throw shade, but I don't. But I see a lot of people that say they're content creators too, right? Or they do social media and they want you to follow their pages. Those are businesses also. But when you realize that people's businesses are just thirst traps, drama, people's tragedies, them type of things don't last long. Mine, I use mine for like networking, um, do it yourself, how to. You know what I mean? On my channel, I'll show you how to fix cars, I'll show you how to diagnose them. Um, I'll show you the cost of certain stuff. Like I've shown y'all like the prices of alternators, how much it costs for them to be installed in garages. Then I show you like, hey, if you just go get this part, the part only may cost you about like shit, cheaply made or just used secondhand. Shit, an alternator for real is only $30. When you go to a store, they're like $230. You know what I'm saying? Like $230, depending on where you go. And then you go to the garage and they charge you about $500 just to install it. So then you out of $800 down there to $1,000 for a person just disconnecting two connectors that's like power, and then three bolts is just holding it down and then pulling the tension pulley up. You know what I mean? Like all you need for that job is a ratchet set and the used part. You know what I mean? You go get the used part for like $30. I guarantee it's about like over 50,000 wrecked ass Ford Explorers and Mazdas around my city. There's no problem with me finding alternative spare parts or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's to the point now, my grocery list turned into like tools and parts. So it's like, I really be wondering some days, how confused people are. Like this person in the chat, one person was talking about, oh, you look pretty. The other one talking about aliens. I'm talking about making money. You trying to cause a distraction. That's why people be broke. You understand what I'm saying? That's why when people sit there and is broke all the time, they got motherfuckers like that around them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. Like, why is it either that we decide to keep people around us that they ain't about to sit here and they ain't trying to push you to go do nothing better. They just want you being some nonsense and shit, right? Like this motherfucker, he asking about aliens. That's that. If you so worried about aliens, why don't you back yourself, put some money into finding out where the fuck them bitches at? Like you want some fucking YouTuber to tell you about some weird ass conspiracy or some shit. You know what I mean? Like you want a motherfucker to talk goofy and look stupid. You think it's entertaining. You sitting around your little goofy ass friends and shit. I'm talking about money. You trying to be goofy. Your friends around you is watching this with you is like, yeah, this bitch gonna be broke forever. Or they probably smoking your fucking weed or drinking your drink, and they probably about to go home with the money they saved from drinking off your ass, smoking off your weird ass. So trust me, I do that to a motherfucker too. If I know I got some goofy little motherfuckers around me and they want to sit here and be like, I got some weed, I got some drink, or I got some gas money, I'm gonna accept it. I'm gonna go back where I had to go, and I'm gonna cut you off when I go where I went. Because I just realized you're a distraction. But, and just like this person, I'm gonna go to this motherfucker's channel because they goofy as hell. They should say they got 37 subscribers and they just in the way. You know what I mean? I'm gonna insult you. Definitely, I'm gonna insult you because you at home broke. You feel insulted because you at home broke being in the way. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people like you are in the way. You want to be entertained and shit, right? I'm showing you how to get some money. That's your problem. Then you're gonna try to talk. You already been hit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's how it works. That's how business works. When I got consumers that are goofy, I got the right to deny you service now. You understand what I'm saying? He just the motherfucker, he in the store trying to steal. But that's what it is, though. Where my moderators at? I got any real moderators in here? Where the moderators at? But in the real life though, like I said, it's gonna be distractions out there. But you know, that person talking about, so we don't want to look up your nose. That's that. Why are you looking at my nose anyways? Like, that's weird. That's that what you want me to put my camera down for you to look at my house and get mad about some shit you don't have or something? Like, what the fuck you want me to? That's another thing too. Why the fuck do people feel like you supposed to walk around in your house and flash it to them that maybe they don't have or they gonna have a problem with? You know what I mean? Like, I got dogs at my house. I'm sitting up here with a drink laying around. You know what I mean? Like, That's another thing too. A lot of people, they fall short because they get irritated fast with like shit they should just overlook. Like if I'm not able to overlook stuff like that, it's pretty much like I said, a distraction. Like that's another one. That's the number one thing too about people that are trying to get their money and do stuff for real, for real. They're sitting here like bumping their head trying to figure out how to do something. Then they got people around them that's just nonsense, laughing all the time, playing, joking about stuff that probably ain't even supposed to be joked about. Like that person probably right now, if you check their social media probably got like a whole bunch of weird domestic videos, whole bunch of conspiracy theories. Oh, this rapper that went got locked up. This person went got locked up. They if you look up their profile and see if they like or they watch, it probably got a whole bunch of weird videos, some old weird kink or something that they watch. You know what I mean? Like they probably got a whole bunch of unnecessary shit that probably can get them in trouble on their timeline. That's where we fall short again too. Legal crimes. Be careful of the incidents throughout the day. Go without incidents. Me recording is me about even like totally just avoiding them. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was to sit here, right? Put it like this. If I didn't sit here and screenshot half the stuff y'all say, right? And either keep it on file, hide you, or whatever the case is, and then it turns into, oh, I'm act like I'm into it with this person. Like that don't make sense. Like I'm gonna sit here and then like the person mentioned, like you only got 2 viewers. That's that, bro. You one of them. You tuned in just to try to heckle somebody. You following them. You know what I mean? Like you're literally following somebody because you either trying to hear an ear hustle about what they're telling you. Cause all it is at the end of the day, those 2, 3 negative people that came in and said what they said and they got hit, they gonna go back and they gonna be like, oh, I learned this today, and they gonna try to tell somebody else like they ain't just hear it from over here. They gonna be like, yeah, I looked this up in a book. That book black with an afro, with a nose on it. I would love to make a book or have a book. I think that would be my cover for real. It had a little unshaped afro with a big black person nose on it. You know what I mean? With the little goatee, just grinning. Name of the book be talking about why I'm so happy. But at the end of the day, when you get to the point where you're tired of your job, this where it turns. This is where it's at. This, like I said, this is the point right now where you at. Where you tired of your job, you got negative people around you. You don't know what you're gonna do. Bill cycle about to hit. Your bill cycle hit, you get stressed out. It's a lot of people that's not gonna care because they probably not even paying bills at their house. They probably just off somebody's Wi-Fi, getting rides from everybody, sleeping on somebody's couch or in their basement. You know what I mean? That was one of my main things when I first started. When I first started getting my jobs and stuff like that, my main evaluation for myself was like, I don't want to be one of the people house to house, living on somebody's couch or floor in their basement, in their attic, or sharing a room with somebody that I don't even know, or I'm in a bad relationship, living off a female. Cause the reality, like a man, like a real man, they know when they in a bad situation. They know when they not physically available to somebody. What I mean by physically available to somebody is like them knowing that they in a bad situation. Like when you know you're in a bad situation financially, like your mindset changes. Like it's either that you don't care or how do I say it? Like your path of destruction is more fast. Like right now, right? That person just sat here and said something about like I'm a man child too. They said they actually used the word man child. What is the definition of a man child to everybody? Because I know reality is like somebody that's still young minded. They still doing immature shit. But then at the end of the day, like I'm sitting here telling you, like, this how you get some money on the side. Like no man child is worried about money. Maybe though. Maybe that's why I'm still a man child because I'm still like worried about trying to get money to do what I want to do in real life. That's another thing too. If you ever stop just wondering and you stop working towards what you're trying to do, or you just stop learning, pretty much it's done for you. Like everything that's done or said, like your future set in stone for real. I don't know. It's bad though. I suffer from distractions in real life though. Like I've had a lot of people around me. I can name them bitches off right now. Shit, I can name them all the way from the beginning. I could say, um, shit, I could put a name on it. I could say Sarah. I could say Chris. I could say Katie. Shit, I can name off past colleagues at jobs. But those people they still watch me just like right now. One of those accounts that I just probably hid was one of them. Like their distraction. They're sitting here watching me. They're like, "Oh, you didn't have subs a minute ago." When they met me, I only had 90 subs, or when they knew I did YouTube, I had 90 subs. Now I'm at 3,000 plus. Tattooing. One of the viewers, they probably didn't got tattooed from me, and they probably done fell out with me. So now they gotta look at that tattoo every day and and recognize the fact that I've been around them. Like they got the mark of me forever. That takes a new term of living in somebody's head for free. Like every time they wake up, they gotta look at me type thing. Um, what else? Or even working with them, they probably were getting paid less. I probably told them one day, like, "Hey, I get paid 20. What you getting paid? Oh, 12? Oh, shouldn't have said nothing." Or just me telling them, like, I really don't care about the job. I'm trying to do something for myself type thing. And they look at it like, oh, dude, and pulled a fast one on the system. It's not a fast one. Like I said, me even working for somebody else, if I can't work for somebody else and I can't learn from their business or they can't tell me like tricks of the trade for I can get out of there. Because in reality, when you work for a good business, I'm gonna tell you this: when you really work for a good business, and this is a secret, when you work for a real good business, they make sure that you don't stay in their business for the rest of your life. Nobody will never tell you that. When you work at a good business, they will never want you to work there for the rest of your life. They want you to get out on your own and get your own dollar. They even It's even key in the interview. When if they ask you where do you see yourself in 5 years, or what expectations do you get to gain from the business, that is what they're telling you. They're telling you they don't want you there. They want you to gain the knowledge, get skills to get up out of there. They're not saying, "Oh, how long do you plan on staying?" That's not part of the 5 year question. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be able to tell them, like, I don't plan on being here. I plan on doing this, doing this. In that 5 years, you should gain what you want to gain in 5 years, not go backwards. So, but that's all I wanted to say. I'm pretty much yapping and stuff like that. It's almost like an hour stream. I'm pretty sure whoever needed to hear this, they heard it. They probably checked into it. And I hope it go good for them. I hope everything that I told them go good for them. If they want to look into it, just look into him like, oh, he was right. They'll do that. But like I said, it's the internet. If I didn't mention Diddy or something, they wouldn't listen type stuff. You know what I mean? You didn't mention anything that had anything to do with nothing negative. A person's not gonna listen to a stream. They gonna sit here and they're like, oh, let me irritate them or something else. You know what I mean? But like I said in the beginning of this video, everything is key. Like I said, go ahead, go get you an EIN number from the IRS program or that website. They're gonna give you an employee number or a employer number. You're gonna be able to own a business for free. All you're doing is go on that site, answer a couple questions, and that's the government. It's not like it's a third party. It's not no homeboy. It's not no girl to scam. None of that. It's the IRS. It's the government. They're giving you ways to do what you want to do for free. Along with welfare, they give you options of employment, higher level wise. They don't just say, hey, here's a couple dollars to shut you up and keep you somewhere on Section 8. So, like I said, if you want to make money, go back in the beginning of this video and watch this live stream of this video. Now I'm just sitting here kicking it because at the end of the day, whatever else is just clever. You know what I mean? Like, say this right now. Let's say you work on cars. Cool. Go get you a certification. Go to your DMV. Go to DMV. The test about $6 to $8, whatever your state price is. Go get certified. If you pass that test, sure, you're going to pay the DMV or you're going to go on their site, you're going to pay the DMV about like an extra $35 for your certificate, right? But it's going to give you 7 to 8 years to play with. You're going to be able to build yourself with them 8 years. Now, mine, I don't know what I did with mine, but mine is valid until 2030 or something like that. Yep, mine's 2030, right? So in that time being, I could settle with just doing mobile mechanic stuff. I can do that. I could go ahead and get my dealership license. I can sit here and skip the whole third-party agreement with a licensed mechanic because I'm the licensed mechanic. I can sit here, get my dealership, go get me some beaters and sell them. You know what I mean? If I got the money, get some good cars, go get them good cars. Go to some auctions and stuff like that. Go to the auction, sell a couple cars. You know, when you sell cars throughout the year, you know, your state, it got a certain limit on it. You can only get like 7 to 12 cars you can sell a year. I know a lot of people say, I don't sell that many cars, have that many cars, but think about this. If you're going car to car stays falling apart, and y'all junking them, that's part of you selling cars. Don't be sitting there just junking cars out. Go ahead and fix them and sell them. Like, they don't make no sense. You're going to sit here, you go through 20 cars a year, and ain't got one by the end of the year. While you fixing that car to sell it, you could be driving that car. You know what I mean? That way, by the time it gets to the point, your car insurance goes down because you're keeping constant car insurance. You're keeping the car registered. Did you know a couple years ago that they were passing out, literally, they're passing out checks to people that have car insurance? Some car insurance companies still do that. They still send out checks for you having consecutive car insurance. I think Progressive is one of them. I don't want to lead nobody, but that's what I'm saying. Like, look at the names, look at free car insurance or free, look at checks for having car insurance. Look that up in a search bar. I didn't think it was real until I received one. I'm be honest with y'all. So far for my insurance company, I received about like damn near $1,000 worth of money from them just for having car insurance. But um, it is what it is. So like I said, I'm gonna keep doing this every day, daily or whatever, just to keep the person elevated that's going through a struggle. You know what I mean? I'm struggling right now. I'm be honest with you. Shit. I'm going put my little checks into my business. I pay the rest of my bills, make sure I got my bills straight, do my little necessities or whatever. Shit. I know some people they go without. They go sometimes. I know this one lady. I follow this one young lady. She owns a shirt company right now, and she's kind of like house to house. And she still's able to maintain. Still got her car. Still able to take care of her dogs. Whatever kids she has, she's taking care of kids or her man doing whatever. You know what I mean? They still maintaining, but it's like that's the mindset. Like we have to get there. Like we all have to get through whatever somehow. And if you want to make money and learn how to make money, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go ahead and bump your head and figure out ways. You're gonna get your business or whatever, you're gonna work for other people sometime. You're gonna sit here and you gonna feel like something wrong after a while. So like I said, y'all gonna wanna figure that out. I hope that y'all go back watch this video. If you tune in right now, I hope you go back watch the rest of the stream, the beginning of the stream, because I told you get the key things you need to do. You need to go ahead, like I said, realize your business or the job that you're working ain't enough. Get your own business. Go to the IRS site, get your own EIN number, go get your DBA at the city hall, or whatever you gotta do, depending on whatever type of business you're running. That way it could be legal everywhere around the corner. That's gonna be $10 to $16. When you get that popping, hey, hit the ground running and do your thing. But ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with working for other people. Just you gotta set limits for yourself. Just like that business setting limitations for you, gotta set limitations for them, and then higher level of expectations for yourself personally. Don't be sitting out here talking about no Ponzi scheme, going back and forth, scamming and doing that weird shit, trying to sell junk, resell shoes, all that shit. Even if that's your thing, if you resell shoes, go ahead and go into business for yourself. Like if you sell clothes, make clothes, go into business for yourself. Don't sit here and just be drawing on clothes and shoes and stuff like that. Sitting there talking about, oh, I'm just doing this for fun. Do something for real with it. I know it sounds stupid, but better learn before it's too late. Don't be trying to hit 65 talking about working for nobody else. Trying to keep a job, the same job until 60. Even if you going job to job, don't be going job to job until 60. Shit, I'm almost 40. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm almost 40. The people that still 60, still at them places I'm going, I'm looking at them, talking to them each and every day, and they be telling me like they little life stories and experiences with stuff like that. I don't ever want to sit here and tell somebody at a job that I done lost a limb, or I'm sick because of the job that I work at, or everything in my house, my lights and water getting cut off all the time, or I gotta move. Like it don't make sense to have a job and then talking about, oh, I gotta move. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm be moving, I'd rather be moving because I'm traveling for my business. Like I don't want to be traveling because this job ain't do enough. I only got a $200 check or something. My rent $600, mortgage $300 to $400, where my state taxes about $300 to $400. I only got $100 on my check left, type shit. Like that's the most hurt feeling in the world, where you gotta keep resetting yourself and moving and doing all this other stuff. I'm telling you, like in reality. Damn, you eating the hell out that cereal, ain't you? Them cereal good as hell. I'm like, give me a bowl of them giants. But yeah. But what, I'm almost at an hour. I'm gonna leave it up damn near 5 more minutes. Try to get that little extra little couple cent. You know, even like this passive income. Start you a little, you know what I'm saying? Start y'all a YouTube. If y'all sitting there viewing this, y'all got an account, start uploading. Start uploading. Stop just sitting here being a consumer. That's another thing too. Stop being a consumer. If you gonna consume, be a creator yourself. Go tap in with the people that's helping you. Get help from a YouTuber or something. If somebody gonna help you, shit, I know some YouTubers gonna help you. Shit, I help people a lot sometimes with just certain information. They ain't gotta be out and told them what to do. Certain information, they use it, twist it for themselves, shit, and it worked for them. Bro, them cereals gone. Them cereals gone, my G. You feeling for it? You can jump all in the bowl. Eat yourself then. You greedy. You greedy. Then you had there look at me after like, man, some more. Nah, man. That man greedy. Look how. Yeah, and you're supposed to be eating marshmallows. You greedy. Them shit's gone, babes. But yeah. I'm about to make me a couple runs and stuff like that before it's too late for today. But I hope anything I said was helpful to somebody. Be real with you. I don't want people to look at this title like I was being negative, like, oh, I hate working. I'm sick of my job. I quit. I'm telling you is when you get to that mode mentally, it could just not be the job. It could just be the simple fact that you know you're not making the money you want. That's it. It's no disrespect to people to work. I work. I work for somebody else. I'm just telling you, like, get your own business. I got my own business. I have a business. My wife owns a business. I got a YouTube channel that I'm making my passive money off of. You know, release some of that stress that you got. That's pretty much what it is. Don't be sitting here stressed out. That's all I'm telling the next person. Don't be stressed out because of your job. That's it. Look at it like it ain't your business. And what people tell you all the time, mind your damn business. Mind your business, not nobody else's. Do what you gotta do to maneuver. Don't be all in everybody else's shit though. That's that work hazard. But I hope this, like I said, was helpful to everybody. Hope everybody viewed this. I hope they sub. Um, Pretty much. I'm gonna even start doing growth seminars and stuff like that. Little growth clinics. You know what I'm saying? Like people that's content creators and stuff like that. I'm gonna start setting stuff up where, hey, go up in here. We gonna kick it. Drop your little link or something. Say what you do. Say what you know what I'm saying. Say the reason why you started your YouTube. We gonna start it from there. We gonna play the follow game. That's what we gonna do. We gonna be followers till we blow up. We ain't gotta worry about nobody. Uh, that's all I'm saying. But let's get it though. So I'm on, sir. But I'm out. Peace. Be safe, everybody.